Greetings, I am Tavetta Patterson. Welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you for sharing time here today. I want to share an excerpt from my book entitled From Mourning to the Morning, an inspirational journey to peace. And the theme of this excerpt is praise in the face of grief. My mother had been in the hospital for every major holiday in 2012 since Mother's Day. We decorated with flowers and balloons for that day. I learned through each holiday that joy is not always where you find it, but where you are willing to create it in your life. The environment should not set the atmosphere for your life, but praise has to set the atmosphere for your life. I decorated in red, white, and blue with decorative signs on the walls and the doors of the hospital room for the 4th of July. All the nurses came in to see her room. My husband visited, my aunt visited, and brought my cousins. And so my mother was really excited about that day. August 1st, the day my mother celebrated her birthday, I asked the doctor to release her from the hospital. Of course, there was hesitation from the medical staff. However, my request was granted, and we went to my house for the afternoon of August 1st, 2012. Family and friends visited to celebrate with my mother. I am so thankful for the love and support from everyone who participated. My mother had more smiles that day than she had experienced in a really long time. My mother shared the day with her friends, my friends, family members, and during our time at home, I was able to design victory signs comprised of scriptures and photos from the actual victory celebration at our house because the next day I had to return my mother to the hospital for previously scheduled surgery. When we arrived, I had the opportunity to focus on those same victory signs in the waiting room so that I could focus on the promises of God instead of the environment of the hospital. I learned that we can trust the promises of God. For example, Exodus 23 and 25 says, God has taken away sickness from among us. And so I confess God has taken away sickness from among my mother. According to 1 Peter 2 and 24, my confession, with Jesus' stripes, my mother is healed. According to Psalm 91:16, with long life, God satisfies my mother and shows her his salvation. According to 2 Samuel 8 and 6, the Lord gives my mother victory wherever she goes. According to 2 Samuel 23 and 10, the Lord brought about a great victory that day. Therefore, the Lord has brought about a great victory today. And God faithfully carried my mother through that surgery. The lesson I learned is that we get to experience victory by declaring our trust and our faith. We get to experience praise by shifting our focus from what is going on in the natural realm to what has already occurred in the spiritual realm. And so I hope this video encourages you to take your praise back and position yourself to praise God even in the face of grief. Because then when you choose praise, you're taking your power back. You're taking your life back. You're taking your joy back. And in a sense, you get to see victory even in the face of the grief. In other words, you deserve to live. And you live best when you praise your way through. I thank you for viewing. I encourage you to make the rest of your life the absolute best of your life. Thank you.